Well, I thought the dolls might like the treat of some mandarin oranges to enjoy on a cold winter's day. Stay tuned and see how fun and easy these are to make. Alright, so I have some white clay, and it's got a little bit of green in it. I'm not concerned. It's going to get covered anyway. It's rolled out to 3/16 of an inch in diameter. I'll have all that information on the blog post, so don't panic if you don't catch it. Just go over to the blog post and the measurements will be there. I'm going to cut a nice straight line, straight end. That way I know I've got a full measurement. And my ruler has 1/8 inch marks. So I'm going to line this up to the end of my ruler. If you don't have a ruler that has 1/8 inch, print yourself off some 8 squares to the inch graph paper, and you can use that. I thought about using that, but I didn't feel like digging it out this morning because I put it away after I used it a while back. All right, so I have 4 of them cut off that piece, or almost cut. Now I have a piece of sandpaper here. I'm going to roll this into a ball and roll it on the sandpaper just to give it a little texture. Do that with all 4 of them. The texture will it's a little harsh right now, a little out of scale, but it will back off a little bit visually by the time you get your chalk on. The chalk will tend to smooth them out a bit. So you need to have a little extra texture from what you want in the end. Now I have grated some orange chalk into this little dish. I did it in the dish this time so I can do multiples at a time and not get too much of a mess on my table. And this is just a bright orange artist chalk. And I'm just brushing them around with the eyeshadow brush that I use for chalk until they're nicely coated. Excuse me. Now, if you don't have artist chalk, you could, after they're baked, paint them with acrylic paint. I find it looks much better if you do it this way. This is just, I feel they get a much better look. Now here I have a little bit of just a light brown, a tan clay. This is just straight out of my scrap clay bag. And then I have a little bit of green. This is, what is this? This is Sculpey 3 in moss green, and it's this color. And what I've done is kind of marbled the two together. That way I get a nice, it's not a solid color. Put these out on my paper towel. I'm working on a white paper towel simply to keep the mess off of my tile as best as I can. I have my pointy tool. I'm going to kind of support this with my fingertip, make a hole, and then and hopefully I can do this without getting my head under the camera. Just take a little tiny bit, just a tiny, your camera may not even be picking that up hardly. And, oops, where did it go? There it is. And you kind of want to flatten your little mandarin oranges on the bottom while you're doing this, because they're always kind of flat on the bottom. So make a hole, tear off, and that's really the only description I can use for this, is you tear off a little irregular piece and put it in that little hole you just made. I'll do it one more time on camera, then I'm going to turn the camera off. I'll make a couple more, take some photos, and then I'm going to bake these at the recommended temperature for my clay for a full 10 minutes and allow them to cool to room temperature. When they're cooled to room temperature, I'll be back. right, these are baked and cooled to room temperature. So I'm going to put them into another one of these little dishes. And I have some satin Mod Podge. These little oranges have just a slight sheen to them. So I like to use a satin Mod Podge. I put them in a little container. It's easier when they're in a container. A little bit of satin Mod Podge on my brush. And just kind of move them around in there. Then I have a piece of wax paper. You could use parchment paper, you could wax paper. I don't like to put them directly in my tile because sometimes they adhere to the tile. And then separate them out. Don't let them be touching unless you want to put them permanently into a container. Then go ahead and stack them in a container and let them dry that way. So I'm going to let this dry. When these have dried completely, I'll come back and we'll take a look at our little Mandarin oranges. All right, here are our finished Mandarin oranges, all ready for the dolls to snack on a cold winter day. And let's take one and I'll show you. They fit just perfectly in Mrs. Doll's hand, just like a real one would, almost a perfect fit. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, leave me a comment. What kinds of things would you like to see in future tutorials? If you like my content and haven't subscribed, I can encourage you to hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.